Look at this. Look at that big old box carrying it. Like plastic. There's not even that big of a figure in here. You know how it is. We do it big here in America. The sun is coming back out. Just got done storming, now the sun's out, which means my room's about to be steamy. All right, perfect. I got my Milano cookie and my Rockin' Rye Faygo, which I'm not even that big a fan of. And I got a figure to review, to unbox today. I'm doing good. How about you? What the asshole doing? I gotta look up the name of this figure. Wait, it's just called the rock singer version? Hello everyone, hot. I finally went out and bought myself a lavalier mic, so now I can talk at normal levels. Zenny here with another Fig Ultra review of the LAM or LAM version of Hatsune Miku rock singer version. So I had a pretty bummy week figure-wise. I had a Figma just come in that I was really stoked for. They reissued the Moai head Figma, which I've talked about, I think in one of my vlogs like a while ago, that I wanted to get. And as soon as I take them out of the box, I go to put him in a little pose, a little test pose, and his arm just snaps right off so easily, like butter. It just came, just snapped right off the peg. Poor fella's arms, the joint just snapped right off. I spent a good day emailing Good Smile in the hopes that they can replace it. So I'm waiting for them to tell me no, that they can't do anything. And also, I woke up to an email about a pre-order from a little shop called Connects Toys. I pre-ordered the 𝗣𝘂𝗂𝗖 from Chainsaw Man figure with him sitting in the cool computer chair with his sword. This Connects Toys just pretty much up and left. They sent everyone a mass email saying, oh, we are out of business and we can't guarantee any refunds or complete any orders. So I can't even cancel my pre-order of him to get my money back. So I'm talking to PayPal, seeing if I can get some money. It's up in the air. I got like a month for Connects Toys to respond and give me a refund. Of course they won't, because the company's going to take everyone's money and run. Of course, I'm not very happy about that either, losing $200 on a pre-order. Now I gotta find somewhere else to pre-order him from, if there is any around that aren't stupidly inflated prices by now. Please don't let me down, Rock Miku. I've been anticipating this figure for so long. It's been pushed back so many times, and I just love this design so much. Let's open her up. Prepare for the battle, prepare for the war, prepare for the rush, street fight and blood war. The third of the third, prepare to die for. Your life's on the line, so I'ma take yours. So who wanna blood dance with me? Leave your body wrapped up. And before we go any further, yes, my shirt does say beef and have a picture of a big muscular anime girl on it. Gaze into the beef. I haven't really cared much for any of the figure boxes that I've gotten recently, but this one actually is pretty sick. I actually kind of like this panel on the side with the info on it and everything, and the picture of her, and just this side kind of open window with her and the 80s bright neon green and pink colors. Taking her out. Here she comes. 𝗣𝗂𝗂𝗿. Look at this. Her hair, my God. It takes up like the whole blister. Instructions never help, ever. Or usually you can just figure it out yourself. Oh man, I'm in love already. This is so cool. Burns. You have to put her skirt on yourself, pop her out. Delicate with the twin tails. Surprised they didn't have any like foam protecting. Oh my God. They look sharp. Kind of hard to see. There's like plastic up in her, like inside her jacket. I can see the snapping of the twin tails to be a problem in the future. So what it says here in Japanese is you can remove her torso, and you apply her skirt on by disassembling the torso from the waist, and you have to pop the noggin off, put a guitar through her hand, and rest it behind her head like so. And the pegs work like that on the base, just like that. Thank you, instructions. So let's do just that. Make sure everything's lined up. She is on a twist. There we go. Next, Oh, that nice and smooth and safe. Sometimes you get a figure and you gotta pop like the head or body off like this and it just feels like it's glued in there and you're definitely breaking something or doing something wrong. Wait a minute. Why did a disembodied hand already on the guitar? Got him. Oh, look at that. She stands up on her own. Look how big his hair is. It's like a full body. Like it's big. It's bigger than some of the figures I own. It's big as this vase. So far in my figure collecting career, I've only had a few figures where I knew right at the moment of seeing them that I was going to buy them. I'm trying to think like which figures in my collection I had zero hesitancy about clicking that buy button without even like thinking twice about my financial situation, if I could fit it in my shelf. I know my goth monster girl was an insta purchase. Oh, of course, my very first tie to 𝗥cie, I mean, she is my waifu. Oh yeah, my Himiko Toga scale, that was definitely a love at first sight purchase too. Yeah, I think that's about it. This Miku right here was love at first sight. Her style and design is so out of the box and unique. Of course it fit my weird wacky style and I didn't have to think twice about it. I mean, it's a cool chick with a leather jacket and guitar, so she looks great, boys. I am chomping at the bits to get this review started, so let's go ahead and jump into the details. I'll see you there. Look at her slinging that axe over her shoulder like she doesn't even care. Yo, check it out. This actually has real strings on it. I didn't know that until I picked it up and almost snapped them all off. Little nylon strings on it. So you can actually plug it in and play it yourself. Guitar Hero style. The consensus on this figure was pretty split between the community. Some people dislike the design and some love it. And I can see why there are some peeps that aren't a big fan of it. She has a cartoony look to her, and that's not for everyone. But that's exactly why I fell in love with this one right off the bat. It's such a unique and offbeat style, and the squad that produced this fig, Stronger, actually pulled it off to perfection. Not many companies, I think, can get this wacky look just right without the fig looking like a sloppy Joe. Edges are sharp and vicious. She has that heroic pose going on. She's oversaturated in color and fully dripped out. I was saying she'd fit perfectly in a Studio Trigger anime. I think it's the hair, man. They kind of remind me of those streamers that people do interpretive dances with. To solidify her cartoonish look, nothing on her is naturally shaded and painted to look realistic either. Take those green highlights in her hair being straight up isosceles triangles. They got me vibing. There isn't much natural definition to her hair or clothing. Miku has gone full anime. Then again, that's what the original artist wanted with this one. Her hair is flat as a marble counter and comes down to sharp knife-like points. Her boots are like 4 sizes too big. I mean, her tongue is sticking out like she's mocking us. But just because they didn't add as much fine detail to this figure doesn't mean they skimped on the quality. This punk rocker's jacket turned out so sick. I love the glossy deep black look. And if you zoom in, you can see metallic flakes brilliantly shining on the jacket and skirt. It's kind of funny, the jacket on this figure is made to look leather, but the real jacket they put out is a light nylon fabric material. It's still cool as hell though, no matter what. No complaints. Actually, funny story, last year when I went to the bathroom while attending Youmacon, the person next to me had one of these jackets on. We were washing our hands, calm down. I asked how he liked it, and he said he loved it. It was super comfy and felt really high quality and well made. It was a little short on him and a bit wide, but it still looked totally awesome. He said that it's now his everyday jacket that he wears. I had to pass up on it, a little too expensive for my taste, and it was a pretty short order run. Check out all the patches it's sporting too. Magical forces. I like to think she's a rocker by day and a magical girl by night, flying on her guitar, harnessing the power of electricity produced by amplifiers through the lightning rods on the top of her head. But this jacket isn't the only thing showing off its details. Her 6-string razor is also flaunting its own punk rock style. Due to copyright, it's obviously not a real guitar model, but it do be looking kinda like an Ibanez plucked straight out of the 80s. It's got high-profile humbucker pickups and a Floyd Rose whammy bar for doing those big funky squeals with during her solos. Who needs a tone knob? All she needs is volume turned up to the max. Also, props on the team for going into extra detail and giving the guitar the adjustment springs for the whammy bar, and giving it an extra spot for the battery, making it an active guitar. Sorry for the boring guitar lingo, guys. It's a cool guitar, and that's all you really need to know. See, this is how I wanted my rock Megumin to look. Glam the f out. Fluorescent colors, confidently posing with her instrument. Just look at her eyes, or eye. The other one is being cast over by her bangs. But the crosshair pupils and lightning bolt got her looking like she's straight out of Gem and the Holograms. That stance is perfect. Having her look back over her shoulder with her hand in her pocket is just the chef's kiss, doubling the killer style of this figure. I was hoping that this version of her wasn't going to replace my other rock Miku, which it is basically another Miku with a guitar. But this design is so fresh and completely abstract, it doesn't take away from my original rock Miku at all. In fact, she is so drastically different from everything else I own, and that's why I love this one so much. It's been a while since I've given a fig a perfect score, but the LAM rock singer Miku gets a clean 5 out of 5 for me, dog. I was gonna subtract decimal point or 2 for the bass being so plain and basic, but I'm actually glad it doesn't take anything away from this fig. She doesn't even need a big fancy bass to help her stand out. She already has such a big presence, it's not necessary. I think it would actually just bog her down. I suggest giving the original artist's portfolio a peep too, if you want to check out some killer art. LAM, or LAM, is the artist who came up with the design for this fig. If you didn't notice the big letters and the name on it. Oh, I was trying to figure out what the deal with the 39 was all over this Miku. It's like on the box, on the base, on her. Normally she's 01, right? I had no idea there is a traditional way of counting numbers in Japanese. I always thought it was just ichi, ni, san, etc. But there is a whole other system to pronounce number 3, and the other way is mi. And 9 is ku. So people put it together to say, you guessed it, it literally spells
Miku, 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 Miku.
The last time I did a review of Miku holding a guitar, I brought up my amplifier and guitar from like the basement, like plugged all that stuff in there and plugged it in. But this time, I was feeling pretty lazy to keep that running joke going. Here's the guitar that's always behind me. It's a little out of tune, y'all. Okay, rock and rollers, another Fig Ultra review is in the books, and I have another overwhelmingly amazing addition to my collection. Thank you for watching, thank you for being you, thank you all for being amazing and supporting me all these years. Just wanted to be nice and shout that out. I mean, I've been doing it for a little bit now. You know how social media works. You can stalk me or follow me around on Twitter, Instagram, and my Discord, always bringing up stupid stuff to talk about or giving updates on what I'm working on next. And I'll update you on my little t-shirt business, Detroit Anime Club. I got all my stickers going on. They turned out awesome. I'm working on getting my test t-shirts done. Keychains are already made and I got little ads made for them. So I'm super excited to get that. I'm like beyond stoked to get that going. I really can't wait to get these t-shirts made for y'all. So I'll be sure to keep you guys in the scoop what's going on business-wise, because I know you're all excited to see what I'm coming up with. Much love, everyone. You all are the best. Keep on rocking in a free world and doot 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 doot.
You need to see a therapist and get off social media.